Hello everyone, Sumit is here, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to run React.js with Django as a backend. As you know, there are lots of video on YouTube, but I'm gonna show you how can you do the same thing on your Android phone using termux, and we will use micro editor. So let's open termux, and here you can see I'm using Python 9.3.0, and using pip or Python I'm going to install virtual env, that is virtual environment that will help us to create a virtual environment. So let's create a virtual environment, and I'm going to name this Django project, and let's hit the enter. Okay, now we have done with that, and now Django project is there. So, okay, let's go inside the Django project. To activate our virtual environment, we have to run source command, and then we have to give the path of our activate file, that is inside bin. So let's bin and slash activate, and now I'm gonna install Python inside this virtual environment. So let's pip install Django, that's Django. Okay, now it's installing. Now we want to see what are the packages that has been installed with the Django. So let's to check this, enter pip freeze, and as you can see here all the packages. So let's make a directory source, and I'm going to create a Django project inside this source file without a extra directory, that is we will get manage.py file inside the source file. That's why you are seeing this dot in the end, and we are gonna see what I have taught you. So it's creating the project. So I think it will just take some time. It has been done, and as you can see here, we got manage.py file inside the source folder, not in Django project folder. So let's run the server using python manage.py run server. Okay, now it's starting, and let's check it's working or not. So now it's working, and let's create a home app. Okay, now I'm gonna use micro editor to edit these files. So let's open, and using Control O, let's open a file. So I'm gonna use first. Okay, now let's add our home app that we have created inside this installed app. So home and comma, and that's done. Now one more thing I'm gonna use here, I'm gonna use templates path. So os.path.join and base directory. The base directory, the path is currently this, where the manage.py file is. Use Ctrl S to save our file, and now let's open a new session so we can make templates directory in which we will put all our templates, and we can also say that the HTML files. And so let's go inside the templates folder, and where I will create our React app using npx create React app, and I'm gonna use the name demo, so we can easily find all the files inside this template. Okay, while it's creating a React app, I think now we have to set up all our backend work. So let's open Django URLs files, and inside this I'm gonna use blank space for the home, and here I will include the URL files of home app. So to include, let's put home.urls, and I know there is nothing like urls.py inside our home, and but we will create that. So let's open home urls.py. There is nothing something like that, but it will create using this. So let's import path from the django.urls, and URL patterns is equals to, and here we will create a list of URL patterns. So now let's pair paths. Now we are gonna fetch home views from views.py files. So to use this home we have to import that. So let's import from dot import views. Now we have done with that, and inside the views let's create home. So let's go inside and let's define a home. It will take a request object, and then we will render templates folder. We will render React component from the templates folder that is creating right now. So I have done demo. As you can see here, demo has been created, and inside demo, using npm run build, I'm going to create a index.html file, so we can fetch that file and we will use that file inside our template. So let's create. Okay, it's not working, so I think let's build again. Okay, now let's remove the build file and let's run the npm run build again. So it's working. Let's see what will happen. So now it has been created, and as you can see, inside this build we have index.html file that we are going to create, and also a static file, static directory where all the static files are there. So after demo there is a build, and inside this build we have index.html file that we are going to fetch. And we have to do one more thing, that is we have to mention one more thing, that is where are all the static files of that template. So we are gonna use static files directory and os.path the join, and then we have to mention the path of that static files. So that is inside templates, and inside the demo and build there is a folder that is static files, and inside that static files there are all the css files and the javascript and images folder is there. Okay, now let's run the server and we will see what will happen. Okay, now let's refresh it and check it's working. Okay, it's working successfully. And now I'm gonna show you one more thing, that is, okay, let's open app.js file of React app. So it's inside template, demo, and inside the source folder there is app.js. So I'm gonna change this paragraph to hello world with React plus Django. Okay, now let's save it, and it is working, but we did not get that line. So why? Because we have to run the build command again to build folder again, that it will regenerate the build folder. And now let's go inside the demo, and there is JSON file. So I'm gonna create the run the build command. Okay, we got an error, but why? Okay, let's try, but before I stop the server and let's try again. Okay, now it has been bugged, and let's run the server again and let's refresh it, and it has been done. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you have subscribed my channel, and see you in the next time.